Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time once again for another Road Least Taken video. We're going to do a tough one here. We're going to do Acid Wit. Again, Acid Wit's not tough because it's tough. It's tough because it's long, and it's grindy, and it's long. Did I mention that it's long? It's a long quest. But it is one of the free-to-play quests. One of the first ones I actually think that DDO introduced way back in the Wayback Machine. So, it's because it's so long and so XP inefficient, this quest gets avoided like the plague. I had to do it twice. I didn't have to do it twice. I chose to do it twice on the hardcore server this last go around. But it is a long quest. It's primarily made up of these acid elementals and corresponding troglodytes as their controllers. So here's one. Acid Scar Warrior. The various elements, we gotta kill 20 elementals. In my opinion, the easiest way to do that's with like a Finger of Death or PK or something. Because they have a lot of hit points to just kind of wade through, especially on Reaper. Can we switch efficiently back to cold, please? I hope so. It would make sense that lizard people take maximum damage from cold, right? Yeah, they're taking cold damage, right? Let's also turn our rune arm back on. We want to be able to hit people hard. Oop, freeze that guy, hopefully. No! Okay, he just died instead. Basically the same thing, right? At the end of the day. Freezing someone in place and killing them. Similar. Oh, we don't want Comet Fall. No, thank you. Give it some damage, lower its con. Man, it still didn't freeze. Or didn't Finger Death. What a jerk. Hero Soul. We're definitely not probably going to be able to PK or Finger Death a Hero Soul. They usually get bonus to their things. Also, it looks like this one had a death ward. Disgusting. Call our hireling forward to cast healing magics on us. Boink. Love this rune arm. It's got that 15% chance to freeze things. So good. Hello! Elemental, wakey wakey. Alright, there's nothing back here. Always like double checking these things just because it's so likely that I'm going to forget something important. So I always feel like if I can get away with walking around and making sure everything is actually done in a cave, it's good. I don't want to get to the end of the quest, realize I missed something that I could have done or should have done at the beginning because I didn't take 5 seconds to walk around the corner. It's cold in here. Apparently it was not cold in here. He's got 7,000 hit points left. I feel like we should justify him. Never mind. He passed his saving throw, but he hit him for like several thousand hit points there, apparently. Oh, you there. We gotta rank him. Alright, 13 more acid elementals. Checking the mini-map. Looks like we're clear over here for the most part. running, running, running. Buff. Our short-term buffs, anyway. Nope, not that way. Really do like green arms. They're my favorite. They are my favorites. I just saw something attacking me from range behind me. I'm like, there's nothing over there, right? There was not. Just imagined it or saw something else from the wrong angle. Okay, we'll have our hirelings throw us another heal. This is our way whenever we summon our hireling. Check our buffs 30 seconds. Re-know the angles. I'm not gonna lie, I was fighting a yawn right there. Fighting a yawn. I think there's so much running through this quest. So much of the same. Which is pretty normal, I guess, actually, if you're being really honest about a lot of quests in various games. Like, all games are time sync, right? But I feel like this quest is one of the ones that is just more of that to the extreme. It's long, kill a bunch of guys in a row, basically a big line. None of the guys are particularly challenging or overly difficult. Every once in a while I get a nice big pile. Alright, I'm getting a phone call here just a minute early. Never mind, junk mail. I'm expecting a shipment of flooring to come in for my bus conversion project, the USS Fat Halfling. So I have to... They told me they would call me, and it should be in today or tomorrow. Well, it's supposed to be in today. Tomorrow at the latest. I gotta go pick it up. They're only gonna hold it for so long, but it's special order. Like, I already paid for it, people. You hold it until I get here. I already bought it. Yeah, I'm very excited. Personally, getting the flooring in is not something I'm ready to do yet, but I believe it's very nearly where we're at in the project. There's definitely a couple of things that the flooring has to be... That has to be adjusted for the flooring height. So I want to... Some cabinets and stuff, or some drawers, that under cabinet drawers, that's what they're called. Toe kick drawers and stuff like that. That I need to make sure are adjusted for the height of the new floor. Alright, so before we go this way, I want to make sure that all this is done. Yeah, it looks good. Alright, so notice we have a locked door here with two crystals, and we have 2 paths, which must mean By process of elimination, to open this door, we have to go this direction and that direction to open the door. Oh. First, I guess we have to walk down here. And then, we're not smart enough to have figured that out on our own. Oh, dear. Part of the reason I don't like having my hirelings so close to battle is because I don't want it to take any damage from the fight. It's not really its job. Its job is to basically be a really fancy healing potion, not to be in the battle. Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you need to have your hireling in the battle, but it is not my first choice typically. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna recast my buff spells for no other reason than I have no more room to eat lost souls, and I feel bad if I don't eat them. I just leave them laying on the ground. Feel like their soul will make it to the digital afterlife, and we don't want that. Let me attack this. How dare they? Wow. That hit us pretty good. We just have 2 more acid elementals also to look out for. It is not an optional, it is a requirement to the quest, so I'm sure there'll be at least one on the other side on the way to pulling getting the door open, but alright, we found lever 1. Break an urn. Pick up a treasure baggie. What are we doing on breakables, by the way? We've broken 3 things. I feel like we have broken everything we have found, right? Doesn't seem fair. We also have an adventurer's pack over here. Probably the reason, the actual value to this quest is getting adventurer pack. We can go home happy now. The treasure baggie. Nice. Take it. I'm not going to worry too much about the acid here. We do have our ship buff running. If not, we could just cast acid resistance. We're level 14 now on our spellcasting class. Sorry, 15 now on our spellcasting class. So we do have 30 resistances, which is the best you can get anyway, so worst case scenario, we just refresh and run through. It does more than 30 some points of damage, which with our other things on it, we got a 46 resistance, so it does more than 46 points of acid damage to us. Hopefully it won't be too much more than that. Like this urn. See what I mean? There's like there is a guy over here. Wonder how long he's been following us. I knew I saw a shot. I think that troglodyte was like ninjaing us earlier. Nah, I don't think so. We're now broken another urn. Definitely the length of this quest. Breaking all the things. See what I mean? No, this quest feels long. We've already been in this quest for 15 minutes. I don't feel like we've moved particularly fast, but we certainly have not moved particularly slow either. That's not what I mean. Whatever, dancing ball for days. Forgot that button wasn't on a... I need to set one of these bars up to be usable on my mouse. Alright, so here's the second red switch. Now the switch is undone, right? So honestly, how it works out is you go in the door, right? To the west, east, and the west. There's two levers in there. You have to flip both of the switches to be able to pass through the middle doorway into the end fight. Looks like each side will probably have a shrine. If I were to guess. So if you don't need a shrine like me, don't worry about it. But if you do, don't hesitate too much. Looks like the one on the west is to the north, which means the one to the east will probably be to the south. Call it a hunch. I don't actually remember off the top of my head. So on the hardcore server, we had a group right about in this vicinity, actually. We may have been a little bit past this. But we're pretty close to about this deep into the quest, doing it on Reaper mode. And during this particular time of the hardcore server, there was some lag spikes. Right. For those of you who were around at the time, there was a short period of time where DDO had some pretty nasty lag spikes back in... I don't know exactly when, a few months ago. We'll leave it non-specific, I guess. And one such lag spike hit, but there was a Reaper charging us. I believe it was a Fear Reaper, perhaps. And it was clearly one of those like shorter like 5-second lag spikes that have been happening fairly commonly at the time. Well, sometimes, and particularly at this time, one of the things that happened is, and on the hardcore server it's pretty common, for people to Alt F4 when they feel like their character's in danger, because it's better for them to abandon the quest and redo it than to die, right? So it's very common for you to see that kind of strategy on the hardcore server. Well, the thing that happens quite often when you, especially during that time, if you disconnect like that, everybody else in the quest would get a nasty lag spike. So by this guy abandoning us, it actually put us all at much higher risk of getting killed. And several, and I do mean several, minutes later, like we were still able to talk on voice chat, and several minutes later, we still couldn't move. We're still stuck, but that character left our group, which means that his owner logged in on a different character, and then that character, you know, can't have two characters on at the same time from the same account, so his character got booted. As soon, I swear to you, as soon as his character left our party from the swap, we're all able to move again. None of us died. In fact, everything in the quest froze. The Reaper froze, the enemy froze, everything froze. Which is kind of the kind of lag people were experiencing at the time. At least I was experiencing at the time, where everything in the quest froze. It wasn't like the normal kind of lag that you see, the dangerous lag, where everything else in the game continues and you just don't do any damage, anything. So this guy could have killed us. Could have killed us for sure. He ended up rejoining our group a little bit later, much to my personal, disappointment. I think that guy made it pretty deep. I don't remember if he was able to get that character all the way to 5,000 favor. I don't think so before he died, but made a pretty good run of it. Don't know how many other people like myself that kind of burned, but yeah, that is my most vivid memory of this quest. The guy trying to get us on the hardcore server. Outside of that, I've not really had any problems with this quest. It's just long and tedious. Lots of eggs. Eggs are considered breakables in this quest, I believe, not an optional. Oftentimes you'll see them as its own optional to break all the eggs on this quest. They're just regular old breakables. Of which we have now gotten Vandal. So step in the right direction. Try our best to keep an eye out. See roughly how many breakables we need. Something's back there shooting at us. Fire off number 9. There we go. 28. 28 breakables. Not too bad, really, in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, looks like we got 2 trash mobs. How are we doing on killing? Just a Tiverson bonus? Oh, maybe Durham will get him. Oh, there's another breakable. Maybe Durham will get him. So I'm not waiting. Alright, so now all we have to do is slay the High Thurge Trashclis. However you say that name. That's a mouthful for sure. Rebuff. Again, I think we're more than adequate here, but better safe than sorry. Alright, so we're going to come out and we're going to be high on this platform. There's a whole bunch of junk around. Right? The chief bad guy will be on the bottom floor at the moment. And as you aggro things around and or mobs come up to engage you, they will aggro and charge you around the way. So what I just do, I'm not going to say that this is necessarily the correct way, but what I like to do is I just kind of like walk around, kill whatever happens to be on my platform on the way up here. Also, I guess it gives me an opportunity to try to get my bigger Slayer bonus or kill bonus, whatever. And then I get to the point where I'm pretty content. And then I'll fire off my everything else here. He's only got, looks like 20,000 hit points. He makes some big dents. Once things close on us in melee range, though, I do go ahead and I clean up trash. Let's see if we can become so embarrassing by running out of crossbow bolts. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Maybe this will work. Oh, look at there. You got half of that group, and then the other half is neg leveled, right? That's not bad. Like that. Alright. Can we finally get back to the boss now? Hey, look, Durham has come to heal us. Here we go. Look at there. We still didn't end up getting everything. So, still 152 guys, and not enough. Alright. And back here, there should be, what, a couple of guys and some chests? Just chests. Just chests. Nice. Nice. Alright, everybody, with that, that's Acid Wit. Again, it takes a little bit of a while to get done, but it's a very, in my opinion, pretty low-risk quest, generally, even on Reaper mode. Most of the monsters just don't have the gumption to get you, so. Alright, with that, I hope you guys had a great time. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really appreciate it. And, of course, join us live, twitch.tv or youtube.com/SamusGarobo. I'll see you again soon. Toodles.